Victor, thank you very much for your time. We just sort of drug you out of the theater where you're rehearsing Chains of Hatred. Could you please tell us what revolution means to you?
Okay, personally.
Yes,
for
personally, for you
Okay.
as a director of the play.
Yeah, I think it is very complicated and complex story because, again, I prefer to talk about revolution into completely different ways. One way it is one of the most tragic events.
Yeah, absolutely.
What divided my country, and we still feel, and
The
we still
aftermath.
live in this division.
Definitely.
Why we live here and not in
Back
Russia.
home.
Yeah, exactly. From another hand, I was and I still very much fascinated of this, one of the greatest experiment in
In the
history
history.
of mankind. Because I think it was a second attempt, yeah, of course, yes, we have a French Revolution, but I think this time it was even more deeper because this idea, it is Christ's idea to
Change the planet.
be equal.
Yes.
So, these completely two ideas what can contradict each other, but I think, you know, it is, for me, again, it is very interesting because it is dramatic clash.
It is. And you are playing very interesting character, a typical Russian sort of intelligent person, educated person, who is trying to talk to less educated characters about the world, about the former experiences of revolution, about French Revolution.
Yeah.
And you don't go far with that in the play as the character. How do you feel about your character? And actually, I'm glad to see you on stage. I haven't seen you on stage for a while. You didn't act for a while.
Yes, last time it was in Millennium when I played Humbert in Lolita.
Well,
In Edinburgh Free Festival, yeah. Okay, Andrei, he's not typical Russian scholar because he's Angloman.
oh yeah, yeah.
So he's not typical, it is Alexei. He's more typical, educated,
writer.
blah, blah, blah. But Andrei, he's more, he's less cynical and less, excited about revolution. Alexei,
Very excited,
yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. But Andrei, no, because he's talking, Alexei talking about, oh, now the Tsar abdicated and now we will, he really follows the revolution. But instantly, Andrei contradicts him and talking about socialism. Socialism, it is great abyss, what devour our youngsters, our young generation, our young intellectual, and they go one after another, jump into this, plummeted into this abyss and disappear. The best from the best.
Exactly.
But in the same time, he's very mild. He's eccentric, but he's very mild. I believe he is in love with my dear friend Alexei wife, and but he never ever step over the line.
Yeah, over the line.
It is very platonical admiration
Yeah.
of great woman.
Very romantic.
Very romantic, yes.
Do you think the play is actually romantic?
In many respects, yes. In some moment, it's even melodramatic. You playing and you feel this moment, and it is quite wide range of emotions in this play. We have lots of romantic moments, but we have lots of very strong and almost disgusting moment when
domestic violence.
Yes, domestic violence and even intellectual clash.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A revelation when in second act Alexei suddenly from very joyful and a playful gentleman getting into the skin of his
True self.
inner self when he show his funks.
Is it interesting for you as a director to direct a play about the Russian Revolution? Because
Absolutely.
I'm sure last time you probably had exposure to it was during time of former Soviet Union.
Yeah.
Is it different for you to direct a play about revolution now in England when times are totally different than it was in time of former Soviet Union? Can you tell how the direction of a play goes? Was it differently regulated then? Do you feel more freedom now?
You know, I'm not typical case because all my life I did what I wanted. And I had my from Soviet power and blah, 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 but in Soviet Union and here I do what I want. I never did it because, say, local communist or young communist party asked me, Victor, you have to do it for October Revolution or whatever. No, I never did it. I did what is interesting for me. I read the academic collection of Lenin works. It is 53 volumes.
Oh, lots of
Just because I thought I have to know this thing and I'm not like others.
I hope you didn't read all of them. My grandmother had this collection on a shelf. I
haven't. Yeah.
But Victor, well, thank you very much, and I know the actors are waiting for you to come back to rehearsal. Thank you very much for sparing your time and talking to us today.
I'm sure we will have a great, very emotional play.
Definitely. Thank you very much.